So,
hey, quick question. Did you guys see the YouTube video of Robert Downey Jr. leaving the interview?
Saw it on Facebook, but I didn't watch it.
He did what?
Okay.
He walked out of an interview.
He walked out of an interview? Yeah. Why?
I don't know.
You know the same guy that questioned Quarantino about his violence in movies?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He walked off? It's the same guy.
Wow, man, I was actually kind of rooting for that guy at first, but what he beginning to sound like somewhat of an asshole. What did he say to this guy?
He asked Robert Downey Jr. about like his past, like, oh, he's making up for his past, kind of like you did with Iron Man, and how Iron Man is, and how you are doing it in real life. Wow. And he was asking about relationships, about his dad.
Shit.
Oh, jeez, who is this fucking guy?
I don't know.
Man?
This dude don't give a fuck. I remember that interview with Tarantino. He kept on with that shit. He would not let up on it.
I know, but it's my responsibility to ask you.
Yeah, and the tension was just there because you knew Tarantino was just going to blow the fuck up.
You know what? I understood why Tarantino did it because that's a question he gets all the time.
That's what he said. That. He's like, I've answered that shit 10 years ago, so I don't need to answer it now.
You know what kind of movies I fucking make?
Yeah.
Wasn't even the original of a question.
It wasn't.
My whole point with that is that I just said, you know what, this tells you about how these junkets are structured, which is why I don't like it. I understand.
Yeah, I kind of get where that dude's coming from too. Like, man, I'm trying to get out of this format. I'm trying to get into some shit, at least be memorable.
This is why I don't think it's a win for anybody.
It's really not.
You know what? I got the interview right here because I didn't see this. Let me. And the thing is, I'll watch it, but I hate watching these kind of things.
Yeah, but it's kind of awkward.
They make me uncomfortable.
It does.
Yeah, where is
it really starts around like 4 minutes in.
4 minutes in, okay.
Yeah.
At what point does he start like telling the guy to fuck off in it?
No, Junior's really cool about it. He's just like, this is for a movie, right? Like, I'm getting interviewed for a movie.
Okay, let me go ahead and because that's what they say, man. I'm here to just fucking promote the film. They don't like doing this shit, which is why I hate doing these junkets because I know they don't want to be there. Let me I want to see this, man. Let me play this. I just got to the point where I think he's walking out because it's like a 7-minute interview, and I don't want to play it for 3 minutes just to see him get up and just say "fuck you."
And that just happened to be my opinion. That's the nice thing is you can have opinions and they kind of change and flow.
Yeah, well, that's life and that's growing older, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you say we're promoting an interview. I mean, promoting the movie. I mean, obviously you're doing a promotional round of interviews, and that's why we're talking about the movie. But we also
I was about to say that, man. That's what I was looking at.
I was looking at him.
I'm looking at his right eye, and I'm way over here.
Is he drunk doing that? Like one eye was looking right at Rob Downey Jr., another eye was looking at the wet bar over there.
Promoting an interview. I mean, promoting the movie. I mean, obviously you're doing a promotional round of interviews, and that's why we're talking about the movie. But we also would like to talk a little bit about you, and I don't know how comfortable you are. You know, talking about yourself.
Like,
at the moment.
you have as much time as anyone else will.
Yeah, well, okay, well then let me just ask you a few more questions, and you can answer them if you want to.
Looking around.
Man, he's ready to go. He's like,
somebody gonna stop this.
He's like, y'all see this motherfucker, right? Come on, y'all. Y'all see he's drunk. He's getting on my fucking nerves. Is somebody gonna grab him?
Larry Holmes,
what's that?
Heavyweight fighter, used to get that look on his face when he was beating the shit out of somebody in the ropes, and he'd be hammering, like the dude be almost knocked out, and Larry Holmes would look around for the ref, like man, are you gonna stop this so I can stop
questions? And you can answer them if you want to, and not if you don't want to. I mean, well, I think we've got 3 more minutes on our agreement.
Your foot's starting to jump a little bit. You better get to your next question.
You got the crazy.
Jesus Christ, did you see that look?
Man, I ain't never seen a look like that from Robert Downey Jr. before.
That's a look where you whatever you about to ask.
It better be good.
It better be good.
It better be legit.
And it better be the most fluff-ass question you got. Because he ain't...
You ask anything personal, I'm jumping over, I'm beating your motherfucking ass.
Iron Man himself never had that fucking look. The Hulk ain't never had that fucking look. Goddamn Thanos, Ultron ain't had that fucking look.
The reason I'm asking about the part is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered
Look at him.
Do you
I was
see
about
him
to say, man, that breathing alone. This motherfucker's scaring me more than he's ever scared me before.
You know what? If I saw this shit, I'd be like,
Hey,
you know what, man, forget it.
Yeah, we don't have to do this.
Have a good day, man.
Yeah.
I would even, hey, y'all, see, Avengers 3, 2, whatever the fuck this is. Age of Ultron.
First. I'm going to go before I beat this motherfucker's ass.
Avengers, Age of Ultron, coming out May 1st at a theater near you. Go see it before this motherfucker beats the shit out of me.
That in the dark periods you entered.
Yeah, he is mad.
Drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether, you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
are you? I'm sorry.
Like you didn't see that shit coming. The way he was looking at you.
The way he was breathing.
I love how this guy was really hoping to get a reaction out of him.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah, but he wanted some more engagement. He wanted to get him to yell at him, and he was just like,
Yeah.
I ain't giving you
This
that.
is
You ain't even worth
this
that."
dude right
Before I
here,
even
man.
get to that point, I'm out.
Again, this is a son of a bitch that's trying to get a Pulitzer Prize.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
There's somebody trying. It's the fucking Avengers interview. This ain't Oprah. This ain't Barbara Walters. You ain't getting that deep shit.
Right.
You on a junket, man. You know. you gonna have the nerve to look shocked when he gets up.
Plus, he couldn't get the question out.
Yeah, and on
That
top
shit
of
took him
that,
5 minutes. Just to get the goddamn
Just to get the
Where you
goddamn-
getting at, man?
yeah. The thing is, maybe if you had asked it in a timely fashion,
Bluntly,
he would've
maybe, yeah.
he would have kind of been broadside a little bit and been like,
shit,
wow,
man.
man, I don't know, but you gave him too much time to think. Like,
did.
I hate this motherfucker.
Not
man.
only time to think how much he really wants to just kick your ass, basically. He wants to stab you right now. That's what you gave him time to want from beating your ass to killing you. That was the time he gave him.
And he got up like that was the best thing for everybody. He
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
man, if I sit
Yeah.
here any longer, I'm going to hurt
Someone's
you.
gonna get hurt. It's
And
gonna
I'm
be a
gonna get
situation.
sued.
And I'm going to get
Yeah.
sued. He's like, it's best I get up or I slap the fuck out your ass
Yeah,
right
I got
now.
the green light to get the fuck up and get out. So I think that's best.
You think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
Sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all. I
Right.
mean,
Okay.
Bye.
You're a lucky guy right now.
What's happening now? First of all, this is not the place to do it. That's why I stopped doing these things.
Yeah.
Because I don't like these interviews because they are structured to be a commercial for the film.
Right.
Now you go in, this is the kind of shit you get some college kid who's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for this kind of shit. Oh, look, I'm talking to a celebrity. You get those fuckers to do it. I didn't want to do this shit because I don't like being in that position. Yeah. Because I knew better to go in there and ask these kind of questions.
Right.
I would just kind of act silly, or I would just talk about the movie, and it got to a point where I felt like I was selling my soul. So I stopped. So
Don't blame you.
So this dipshit right here,
He's like, I'm gonna make the most out of this.
yeah,
Don't be the
you
don't
sit
be
up
the
here-
dick.
Yeah, you.
Don't be the dick. Yeah.
You're not a journalist in this atmosphere. You are a pawn in this marketing game. You were meant to
You're a
promote
fluff
this shit. You stroking the dick of the film.
Right.
Right now, you was stroking Robert Downey Jr.'s dick and his ego, and that's all you're doing. He don't want to be there. You trying to be something that you're not in that certain environment. Don't do it.
I think he's also thinking that British accent is going to get him further.
Yeah, this shit does, man.
Well, with this accent, I sound a bit more legitimate and professional.
Shit, that shit probably ain't even real. You know, and that's probably
Motherfuckers from Fresno.
Man, that's probably a black dude. That's probably a black dude with his hair processed. That's an S curl he got. You know, he probably ain't. That's just processed. Look at that shit. You know, but there's a way to do this. That's why I asked for 10 minutes from people. And if you kind of are down and you're funny and you kind of get people to know that you're not coming at them hard and you're not trying to get something just for the sake of making a name for yourself, because I've done it before, man.
Sure.
I guarantee you, I could have asked Robert Downey Jr. that same question, but I would have known how to time it, and I would have known how to get his guard down at first, and I would have known how to ask him in a way that wouldn't have actually seemed like I'm intruding on his privacy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't sit up there and stammer and stutter. And,
No.
you know,
Well, it totally has that feel of like, well, you're a public figure and I'm a journalist, So the public has a right to know the questions I'm about to ask you.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
Not you. No, not you. I'm sorry. Now he's got me mad at you.
Yeah, right. Cross-eyed ass.
I'm sorry, Martin. What is this? What are we doing? Shit. Bye, Martin.
Yeah. The way he was just waiting, it was like, man, I'm setting you up for like a bombshell ass question.
Right.
That might ruin your career. So, it's some shit like that. It's like, man, no, I'm not even gonna entertain this shit.
And the thing is, you gotta be confident, man. You gotta be confident because you can see if you sit up there and you stuttering and you don't know how to ask these questions confidently, they already know that they got you.
Right.
If you don't go in there and you act like you know what you're doing, they don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is the second time this dude has done it. Put this motherfucker somewhere else.
No one's gonna want to take an interview with this dude anymore.
Yeah.
So I think this was his last interview.
Quentin Tarantino gave him that same look right there.
He really fucking did.
And Quentin Tarantino was actually cool about it because he stayed.
He did stay, which I was waiting on him to walk the fuck out because as bad as that interview was going, I'm like, man, he's either going to choke you out or he's just going to leave.
Second time this asshole has been in this kind of interview here. You ain't making a good reputation for yourself.
Not.
Pretty soon people going to be like, I'm not doing it with this son of a bitch.
Well, you think you're free of all of that?
I like
or whether that's still something
I'm sorry, I really don't.
That cameraman. Now that cameraman's on point right there. That cameraman,
that was perfect.
This is where I come in because it's going to go one way, but either way, it's gold for me.
Yeah, right.
That cameraman. Now that's a cameraman. He
goddamn right.
He read his face and said, "This motherfucker's about to attack."
Yeah, let me zoom in.
And I tell you what, that cameraman was so good that he was working two cameras. He had the camera that he had for this interview and his cell phone camera.
Backup camera. Hell yeah.
He's about to put this shit on World Star.
Taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether, you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, he already knew. He said this shit is done.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just
Nah, you fishing, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're done. I'm just asking questions. Fuck you.
Damn, that was an awkward ass moment.
I know, man.
Shit,
I know.
man.
I'm caught because I hate looking at that shit.
Yeah.
But I love looking at that
Me
shit.
too. Same here. It's like once you get over that hump and you've seen it, you kind of want to see that shit again.
You want to see where this shit's gonna go.
Okay, bye-bye.
Even they said the cameraman knew. They said up there talking about, the cameraman should get a promotion for this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, thank you for the heads up on that, man.
That was entertaining.
Hey, no problem. Yeah.
All right, brother. We'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.
Later, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good for Robert, man. Robert Downey, I know him. Good for Robert, man. I don't know who the fuck he is.
You ain't got to take that, Robert.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, good job with that interview, man. Yeah, who the fuck are you? Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bobby R. Fuck off.